could play. Here we go. So I think this is also, I think from now on in, all the games are going to be close.
Oh, absolutely. You know what is surprising to me so far is that we have not seen any Aquaman. We saw Black Adam like really early on. We haven't seen Black Adam since then. A lot of these like really strong characters we just haven't seen today. Or Superman even. We saw one Superman like really early on. We haven't seen many of them.
Definitely. But GooGie versus Wasmanator now, again, it's all going to come down to the character selection from GooGie's side. I would not be surprised to see something completely random here. Like, I would not be surprised if we saw like a Cyborg or a Blue Beetle, but again, I feel like he's just going to play Batman. But GooGie, if you're listening, don't let me down, man. Pick something awesome. Pick Bane.
I'm going to say he's going to pick
Bane.
Batman. He's going to pick Batman, 100%.
I agree. Oh, GooGie. Don't tease me like this. Oh, Taz, don't tease me like this. little bit of a law battle coming out here. Batman versus Catwoman. I mean,
yeah, they're good friends. They're just, sometimes you have to fight.
I wish I could fight Catwoman. GooGie just playing DJ there, making sure that he gets the competitive mode going on there. Something that I didn't expect was to make now this is the match to get into winners finals. So winner of this goes home. Sorry.
The winner goes home, ladies and gentlemen.
Winner of this goes into grand finals and gets some of that prize pot. Loser goes away with third. However, remember, all of top 8 are getting points here, so this is for the Australian GameStar INJUSTAH circuit. So please note, you're not just playing for money, you're playing for those points, and the more you keep playing, the more you're going to be able to do it. So here we go, back to neutral though. Just very similar neutral than what we just saw, but GooGie plays a little bit differently. He likes to go those safe, 50-50 splat mix-ups, but just a raw wake-up coming out from Wasmanator. No meter burn either. Just trying to zone each other out. Batman with a great up battering. Tries to go for that neutral jump as well. Goes for the overhead low string. Just trying to zone him out. All these dashes coming out from GooGie. You can see really abusing the fast dash speed from Batman here. Just trying to reposition himself so it's difficult for Wasmanator to actually whiff punish things. And no whiff punish coming out from GooGie. And just a neutral jump too coming out as well.
Yeah, it's all his bats on deck if he wants to use them. Hasn't got an opportunity yet though. Something else we haven't seen from any Batman player tonight is cape parry. Haven't seen that from anyone yet, unfortunately. I was hoping to see some nice parries.
Well, I mean, this game sadly does not create the height. It's difficult to parry things unless there's a gap in a string. But neutral jump throw from Wasmanator. I feel like I'm watching Devora again. Can't actually get the punish with 1-1, but that is super unsafe. You can actually punish with Catwoman forward 1, I believe. Now, both players about equal health, but a fantastic whiff punish from GooGie on the back 3, and that is going to be GooGie in the corner taking the first round. Close, but still able to just make a good read and block.
Just walks up and back two frees with no fear at all. He still has his trait fully charged, hasn't decided to use it yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I feel like maybe he's saving the charge and just actually goes for the slide, and that is going to be Taz.
Careful, you might get robbed.
That is going to be Taz going for the forward 1. Actually punishing, just like I said, a raw cat that EX going through Batman into the splat, 320 damage, tries to catch him backdashing it. However, doesn't actually manage, and GooGie is going to be able to use his whiff punisher there as well. Forward 1 coming up, walk back from forward 1 Wasmanator again, and just like that, GooGie is going to get the hit confirmed. He gets that every single time. So really smart stuff coming out from the man. Tries to go for the 50-50, and I like that from Wasmanator. He knows he's going to go for the 50-50, so he starts to walk back, knows he's going to miss-space himself, so he can't actually get the cross-up unless he goes for a hard read and walk forward. But if he does that, then other things are going to happen. So here we go, trying to zone each other out now, just trying to walk his way in, and that is going to be with the raw, and that is going to be Wasmanator. Is he going to be able to... No, he doesn't block the cross-up correctly and can't get the clash up a single hit, and that is going to be GooGie taking game number 1. Mari, do you think maybe Batman's a bit of a demon?
He's given was some trouble? Yeah, definitely. Not really sure what the particular changes he has to make are, because, I mean, a lot of the times when we saw was take a round up or a life lead up on Castiel in that previous set, he was using his tools like his meter burn back free and stuff to armor through a lot of Batman's pressure, and he was getting a lot of damage that way. We didn't see hardly any of those in that game.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe.
Definitely, maybe.
Definitely think you should consider maybe switching off to a different character, because Wasmator has a Captain Cold, he has a really solid Atrocitus, but the other thing as well, he's jumping a lot, so he needs to start trying to whiff punish with back 2. Back 2 is such an insanely good tool at 9 frames, neutral on block, as well as it leads into a full 420 damage combo for a bar. He needs to start really maybe trying to play that ground game a bit more, because you can see GooGie's just staying on the ground. You can see he's barely jumping unless he's in mix-up situations, and he's just capitalizing on his neutral, something that Wasmator again misjudges himself there. We'll see how it goes from here. Tries to go for that overhead again. I like this pressure coming out from GooGie. His pressure is just 50-50s, but they're safe. And the thing is, he's got really good reactions, so he's able to hit confirm them into the full combo every time. Once again, goes for that mix-up. Good blocks coming out from Wasmator. However, gets tagged once again. As I said, he uses his hit confirms every single time and able to get that combo, and that's a very definitive round coming out from GooGie.
That entire round was just spent blocking, pretty much. I don't think he did a single bit of damage in a combo. It was all just little pieces that he could manage to scrape together.
Yeah, and like I said, I feel like he needs to be trying to walk back a little bit more, trying to maybe whiff punish some stuff and work on other things other than just relying on that jump.
It's a really good jump though.
It is, but I mean, what's he got off at this game? Not a lot. However, now a full corner combo as well. GooGie gets 390 damage into a mix-up situation once again. He tries to go for the hard read on the air battering, and this is where GooGie shines. Just when he's, I guess, feeling himself, and does get a full punish as well. Drops into the combo, but I think he did that on purpose so he couldn't clash. And now he's going to go and try and shoot him down with this unclashable damage. Maybe try force Wasmator to spend a bar. Now pulls out the trade as well. Manages to somehow dash through the EX cat dash. Not totally sure what happened there, but just forcing Wasmator off that bar again. And as you can see, uses the interactable. And at this point, it's very difficult for Wasmator to clash because, as you can see, GooGie's got more bar than him. However, it does take the first health bar. Big life deficit to come through, but let's see what he can do from here.
Yeah, you're seeing smart choices by GooGie. He's done that a lot, where he's been on the pixel on his first health bar, and he's just woken up every time. It's a smart decision to make. Really, just because if you are on a pixel and your opponent has you down on the ground, you might as well try and risk the wake up to get some free damage before he chips you out in your first health bar. So it's a smart decision.
And like, I mean, usually waking up like that, the risk reward is generally not in your favor, but what are they going to do? They're going to kill you.
Just
like,
watch me.
Yeah.
And again, as you can see from GooGie, I like how he generally clashes before he hits 500 health, because that way he has a nice commanding life lead. And he trusts his reads, he trusts himself to actually not get killed. Just so that you can see as well, he uses the down one to interrupt the stagger on that string. Wasmator can't actually get the whiff punish. Does actually manage to connect the first, third, and fourth hit. I'm not sure how that exactly works, but we're going to go from here. Does actually get the trade as well. This is going to do a lot of damage. 466 in the corner. Actually manages to whiff punish, just like the roll back through, but no conversion coming out from Wasmator, but he's actually going to get the throw. And that's going to be Wasmator tying up 1-1.
Not sure if he let him drop intentionally because he thought GooGie still had clash, or if it was just a drop by accident. But GooGie didn't have clash there. He didn't need to drop him like that. But maybe a bit of uncertainty there. But finishing him off with the throw, so can't complain. So 1-1, I believe.
1-1, yes. So he should stick with Batman. Definitely, 100% stick with Batman. No point to actually switch off the character. And again, he's got the awesome. Now, the thing I have about this character, right? I think the green looks really sick, but it looks like he's got Bane Venom.
Maybe he does. Maybe that's Batman's secret. That's why he's able to beat mobs.
So, are you saying that maybe we should be doing drug tests on Venom here, or?
I mean, maybe.
I don't think so. I feel like that's going to take too much of our time. But here we go. Just
that against the rules of the league. He's using performance-enhancing drugs.
Oh, but is the character using the drugs or is the player? Anyway, not the point. Going for pressure, Wasmator does actually manage to dash under, just get the full combo. Now Wasmator feeling himself a little bit. And I like the use of his forward 3 there instead of using the back 3. Does actually get the full confirm. 45%. They're nothing to sniff at. And here we go into the full combo as well. GooGie answering back. Does actually drop the ender, however. Back into pressure. Walking backwards, throwing the batarangs as well, goes for that low. Trying to just walk his way, does use the meter burn forward 3, something that's really difficult, and a fantastic anti-air with the down 2 coming out from Catwoman. However, GooGie once again back into pressure, that's trying to walk his way through. Back 3 coming out, and that is going to be Catwoman taking the first life bar
This is your vulnerable
And
side.
what an adjustment coming out from Osmo, feeling himself a little bit. GooGie needs to get his head a little bit, slow him down, because at the moment the momentum is all in Catwoman's favour. Does actually tag him with that back too, but what do you think?
Well, a lot of the momentum that came off that first round for was just he caught him with like 2 mid-man cat dashes from like mid-screen. It's such an amazing tool, starts up so quick. He tries it again right there, it doesn't work out for him unfortunately. He gets a whiff punish though.
Yeah, and a really good whip punish coming out from Taz, and this shows what he was actually kind of known for, and once again does actually catch the backdash as well. Goes for a clash ball, really clever, 350 damage into a throw as well. GooGie needs to do something here. Was only has a sliver of health in that first health bar, and he might not have a chance, but just a war slide. As you were saying, well, at that point he needs to take a risk. Now, GooGie does not have a lot of health, and if he gets tagged one more time, actually he gets thrown, and that is going to be GooGie going down. Was made a 2-1 now. Could we be seeing a run back in that grand final?
Potentially. I want to know if GooGie is going to switch to Deadshot or to potentially some other character.
Come on, give me the Blue Beetle. Give me the Brainiac. I want to see some Brainiac, ladies and gentlemen. If GooGie picks Brainiac, he wins the tournament. No, never mind.
That didn't last long, that Brainiac wish.
I wish. If he goes Deadshot, tears. No, he's a fraud. Oh, Castiel, a little bit of trash talk in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Is GooGie a fraud Batman compared to Castiel's Batman? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, different. I think they're different Batmans.
Different Batman.
That's the thing I like about this game as well, is that the characters, you can see the differences in them. Like a little bit less than some fighting games. You know, some fighting games like Street Fighter 4, for example, you could really tell who was playing who. But in this game, you have a lot more freedom of how to use the character that was made at the moment. Just reading GooGie like a book. Wake up buttons coming out from GooGie. Maybe he thought I said Street Fighter and decided to give something out of that book.
Wake up jab?
Wake up jab every time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If they miss the meter by a frame, you're done. But here we go. Catwoman does actually get the full confirm. I like that from Taz. I like that a lot. Actually decided to go for the meterless launcher. Catwoman still can get like 380 damage meterless off of a low. So really good stuff from Taz. Decided not to spend the bar so we can use it for more. Guess what? Cat dashes. How it does actually throw it down to. Can't get the confirm either. There are no punish coming out on the whiff from GooGie. But now full screen. Decides to blow out the battering. Trying to get something started here. I really like what GooGie's kind of doing, moving his character around, just trying to bait Taz maybe into doing something, maybe trying to whiff buttons, but as you can see now, that full bar, that is right there, that trait is enough to actually take the full life bar without anything else, just raw trait, bang, if he catches it. Now, GooGie walks into the 50-50, tags him low, and now is actually going to get the full confirm. I like the double use of the double jump in, 357 damage, nothing to sniff at. Jumps in once again, jumps in again, no, the anti is coming out from Wildsman. GooGie might have found a little bit of a weakness here, trying to work his way back and forward, and does actually float the battering, but because of the air dash, he doesn't actually catch him with it. But just like that, there's going to be Taz taking it. Health bar point now, health bar point? Match point. Set point.
Yes. It's a interesting little metagame that I actually just thought about, where if GooGie is committing to that zoning game with the batarangs, it's actually giving Woz like easy access to his trait with the dodge, because those batarangs don't come out that fast. He's able to fracture them quite easily. So
exactly. And as well, you actually saw once that GooGie noticed that he stopped throwing batarangs in neutral. Oh, and actually I was use the trait there to actually punish. Exactly how does that trait work? So you can just throw it out, or do you have to set it up first and then you can use it? Because I didn't see that he actually activated trait first.
Who, Batman?
Yeah.
I don't know. You can just call it and then use it when you need to. I don't believe it. I don't believe it has to be a special cancel off a string. I believe you can just use it whenever.
Yeah, interesting. I was going to say, interesting to see how much bar GooGie decides to spend. So I'd spend none. A little bit of a health benefit now for Wasman. He doesn't actually have any bar though, so he doesn't have those meter making cat dashes available. Whiffs it down too, and that's going to be GooGie. Doesn't actually get the hit confirm. The one time that he doesn't, this actually might have been the time that he could have been able to kill off it just with that jump into. Is he going to break? No, he doesn't. And just a run-up grab from Wasman. That's going to be Woz taking the set 3-1. Really, 3-1.
Yeah. Did he win all 3 games against GooGie with a throw? Did he?
I believe so.
Did he kill GooGie 3 times in a row with a throw? I think he did.
I believe so. Now that is going to be GooGie. Knocked out of the tournament, sorry. Placing 3rd. Really good placing. However, we are going to have the run back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have Wasminator, DS Wasminator, sorry, versus I Am Castiel. What are your